Hey guys, Blessing here. How are you all doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. That just feels so good. That is Blessing Njoh. That feels so good to hear myself say those words again. It's been a minute. I know. I've been away, you guys. And another thing that I have noticed, even if many people wouldn't want to admit it, is that I am being missed. I am seeing all these comments and people saying, Blessing, come and analyze. Oh, Blessing, where are you? Blessing, come and finish what you started. Blessing, you cannot go now. Blessing, we need to hear your voice on this one. And I see you guys. And you know the crazy part of it? And that is also, I believe, the truth of the matter, that people love the idea of Blessing Njoh, but they cannot deal with the reality and the hardness of her truth. It's crazy, right? Like wanting to eat your cake and have it. They love me being here. They love to hear my take on matters, but my bitter truth comes down like a very bitter pill in their throat. So you guys, I would say you guys have lost me, because it's just so obvious that many people don't like the truth. Many people like you to pretend with them. Many people like you to lie to them and deceive them. I've said that couple of times before, but when you're just truthful and frank and straightforward, they would interpret it as being arrogant, as raising your shoulders and feeling too big, feeling better than other people. But my character, my attitude towards things, towards people, how I relate with people, how I reason, just shows, even without me having to say it or ring it as a bell, that I am better than many of these things. And that is also the reason I knew the best time to step aside, especially when someone was trying to drag me to where I should not be, where I did not come to social media to be. And it has absolutely nothing to do with fear. It has absolutely nothing to do with, oh, you don't run. No. And that is something someone with a very, very low mentality and a very shallow mindset would say. And that is also another reason why there are so many people embarrassing and actually disgracing themselves. So many women actually disgracing themselves. These are mothers to girls. What are you guys teaching your daughters? So when I hear people say, oh, you don't run, no, you know, it just makes me feel like, oh, what were you expecting? You were expecting me to join. I can be mad like you guys. So that's why it has nothing to do with fear. It has nothing to do with, oh, she doesn't want her secret to come out, because there is no secret. Lies can be fabricated every day. Lies and falsehood can be imagined and put out there, and there will always be fools that cannot think critically, that cannot think further than what their ears absorb, that will believe it. Again, there is no secret out there, but there are possibly more lies that can come. If I should do what a lot of people expected me to do, to become a mad woman, it doesn't even suit me, you guys. That difference, I always say, that difference has to be there. I see a lot of people on social media today doing saga, and they say, I not be your mate. I get class. No, you don't talk about class if you have it. It has to show in your character. You should carry yourself in a certain way. You should treat matters in a certain way. You don't have to narrate yourself every day and announce that you are rich or you have class. Show it. You have to be that example. So if I am saying that women who do saga every day on social media, I see them as useless people and I have little or no respect for them, and you expect me to join so that they won't say, oh, Blessing, you dey fear. And that is the problem. It's only a weak woman that would say, I'm going to join Saga so that they don't think I'm afraid. I'm going to come out and fight and become raving mad just to prove that I'm strong. No, you're weak. That means you don't have control over who you are. If you know who you are, you know your truth, and you're confident of the person that you are deep down inside of you, it really doesn't matter what any other person thinks or expects you to do. Small-minded people would act in a certain way. People who are not educated, who are not exposed, who have nothing to lose, who don't have a social life outside of Facebook, would react in a certain way. And unfortunately, they would expect every other person to react in the same way. They would expect you to go into Saga and start to fight and but at a point in time, when you know yourself, like I said, you know, for example, you're married to a responsible man from a reputable family. You come yourself from a reputable home. You have colleagues. You have people who look up to you. You have people who you look up to. You have people who you see face to face every single day. You have what you are protecting. You're not just protecting a Facebook page or a social media platform or a social media career. You are not just protecting today. You are not just protecting your monetization. You are protecting your future. Because guess what? You have offspring. You have children that still have the rest of their lives ahead of them. Why would you want to be selfish and because of, oh, I need to prove myself, I need to prove that I'm not afraid, then you come and mess up yourself? Who does that? And it takes intelligence, it takes wisdom for you to know that, you know what, I'm not cut out for this life. I was listening to someone today talking about integration. Some people are in Europe for 30 years. They're in the Western world, not just Europe, but they still think and act like people in the market in Africa. Like how people used to behave 30, 40 years ago in the market square. That is how they are still behaving. And you're looking at them and you're thinking, are you sure this person has lived in Europe for so long? They never grew out of that behavior from back home. And it's crazy to know that a lot of people in Nigeria, in West Africa, in Africa as a whole, don't even behave the way some of these Europe-based women behave. It's a shame. And you guys expect me to join? Hell no. And if we could just have more women think and reason like me and say, you know what, I don't have to come down to your level. That you have chosen that you have no shame doesn't mean I have to jump and do exactly how you are acting. There would be a bit more rest, more peace on social media than we have now within that Edo community. The problem that many of these women have is their insecurity. What people are going to think about them. People are going to think, oh, I'm weak, so let me come and just be mad and just fight and just embarrass and disgrace myself and my family. But the moment you do that and you go out there to fight dirty, that already shows weakness. It shows you lack confidence in who you truly are. And like I said, I have responsible people around me, and whatever is going to take me out of my analysis or the reason why I'm on Facebook, I would rather drop that than drag other people into it, if that makes sense. And that is all about being selfless. It's not just about you alone, not just thinking about you, not considering all the other people around you. Like I said before, I think I said it already, it doesn't mean Blessing will never analyze. No, I've said it again and again. If I see something interesting, yes, I definitely will. And if I have the time, I definitely will. Anyway, enough of all of that. So today, you guys already can see from the title, they have started to talk about DNA again. Yep. Now, what are you guys even expecting me to say in this video? So this is not an analysis. I already said it before. No, I don't want to analyze all this nonsense. But this is more like something to just serve as maybe an eye opener or something for you out there, if you're listening, for you to reflect on. And I know social media is crazy. Social media in general is crazy, but some people on social media are crazier than other people. And I mean no disrespect here, but Edo people are crazier than other tribes when it comes to social media madness. Nigerians in general are very, very feisty people. They have that fire in them. We all know that, and that really shows in almost every tribe. We have people who are tough, but when you talk about the Edo tribe, unless you just want to be deceiving yourself, you know that they are on another level of madness. Like I said, this is just the truth. They have taken their saga to a ridiculously insane and unacceptable level. I have not seen other tribes doing saga on Facebook and bringing pictures of children and writing rest in peace on them. Many people will do that. They have done it. They will continue to do it, unfortunately. And it's a shame because those people doing these things are just a tiny percentage of Edo people. So the Edos are misrepresented. Those ones on social media should actually be the one showcasing the beauty of Edo State, but they are actually the ones bringing themselves down. Whenever they see their brothers, sisters excelling, doing well, they are going to go hard against you. They are going to find negative things to highlight about you. But when they see other tribes doing well, they are not going to do that to other people from other tribe. They are going to celebrate other people from other tribe. But when it comes to their people, they are going to want to find a reason to show people or to make people believe that you are not worth it, that you are not worth being celebrated. I don't know if it's a curse, but that is what is going on social media. There is just so much hatred for their own brothers and sisters. If you ask me why, I'm just going to tell you that I think it's a combination of many reasons. It could be that many of these people who do these things just really lack exposure. They are just really retarded in their mind, and they are not really intelligent people. I think it really just boils down to education and exposure. Many of these people are not enlightened, and you can see it in their comments. You can see it in the things they say, in the way they reason. I tried to straighten some mindsets. So I wasn't really hoping for this video to be too long. I just wanted to, well, like I said, drop some nuggets and just give you guys some something to reflect on tonight, today, whenever you watch it, you know, like food for thought. Like I said, they have started talking about DNA again. Now, this DNA involves a child. We all know the story. Well, not we all, but if you know, you know. If you don't get it, forget it. Yeah. Anyway, we all know the story of, okay, someone, you know, had an illicit affair with another man and had a child out of wedlock, and now the child is being dragged again. This is not the first time, but it died down. What do you guys have to learn here? And that's why I'm here. I'm not here to analyze, and I am definitely, let me resound that. I am definitely not here to say, oh, you people should stop, leave children. Hell no. And you know why? You know why, you guys? Because I was lied upon. And that is the lesson here. It's a very short one. I don't even know why this video has to be a long one. It's just a very brief lesson to everyone watching. Be careful who you do wrong. Be careful who you lie upon. Now, when this whole DNA thing started initially, I wasn't analyzing Edo people, yeah? But about a year and a half ago, when I started to analyze, the case was still ongoing, and I stood at the forefront. I stood against it. And now it is happening again. And I'm looking around and I'm not seeing anybody really talking hard against it. Maybe there are people, really saying, oh, you people should leave the boy out of it. But they possibly, I've not seen those videos anyways. If there are people, doing videos against it. If there are, there probably would be people who are in support of the mother of that child. So people are not going to really take them serious. They're just going to think, you're just doing this video because you are a lover of that person or you're a supporter whatsoever. But when someone who is clearly neutral, someone who is just doing her thing, someone with a voice of truth and void of bias comes out to speak about it, or to speak against it rather, it sinks differently. It hits home differently, if that makes sense. Now, I was that voice, but what did I get in return? And I wasn't even doing it to be entitled to appreciation or to gain acknowledgement. I was doing it because I felt like that was the right thing to do. Guess what I got in return? I got injustice. I was lied against, not just about, well, I was also lied against about other things that had or that still have nothing to do with the DNA issue. But I was particularly lied against that I was also part of the people asking for the DNA. And that is the reason that Blessing Njoh is not going to speak against it anymore. I was looking up the meaning of violence. I've been seeing that word going. Let me see if I can find it here. Violence is a popular slang that is used to refer to the word violence. It is used when someone says something that will undoubtedly cause an uproar or unsettlement about something to another person in an unfriendly manner. So you guys, what is happening now is violence. And that voice, Blessing Njoh, has refused to speak up against it, because injustice to one is injustice to all. So again, the lesson here is, you guys out there doing your crazy stuff, doing your saga, fighting, please do your saga and fight with honesty. And when you fight, you want to say things not just to hurt the person, but you also want to say things that will make the listeners to hate that person. The worst thing that you can do is to lie against that person. I mean, insults are always expected when you are in a conflict, in a battle. But when you tell lies with the purpose of, I just want them to hate her, I just want them to go after her, I just want them to, and at the end of the day, nothing happens to that person. That person still remains intact. So what did you achieve? You only achieved losing the chance of anyone speaking up for you, speaking up if there is any form of injustice being meted out against you. So let this be a lesson to everyone out there. And if you guys remember some of my other videos, you're not gonna miss me. Oh god, the lovers miss me, and I miss you guys so much. I know those who really love Blessing Njoh, and the haters also miss me, even if they don't want to admit it, which I understand. But you guys remember in some of my other videos, I'll tell you that there are some people you don't want to touch. You guys remember? See, some people come out and brag, I'm going to do this, I'm going to carry a ball for you, I'm going to, they will brag, I'm going to sue you. You guys remember, sometimes I'll even be like, if you want to sue. You don't have to come out and shout. And that's the way Blessing Njoh operates. There are some people you don't touch, especially people who are innocent. When you touch them, it's the beginning of violence. No, violence. I don't even know if that's the way it's pronounced. Yep. There are some people you do not touch. Because when you do, the repercussions are back to back. Again, Blessing Njoh moves in silence. The results will tell. So if I disappointed you by not coming out to fight like a mad woman, it's because I'm not mad, but I'm strong. I am confident and I know who I am. And I know exactly how to control situations. I was trained for that. And I put that situation under control, not out of fear, because Blessing Njoh is fearless, but because I needed to avoid dirt. I needed to stay clean on social media. I am not here for nonsense. I'm not here for any mess. I'm here to analyze, and I will continue to analyze, but I will choose who I analyze. And I know I said, I knew exactly the time I needed to step aside to just, trash what was happening at the time. But that doesn't mean that was the end of the story. Wise people move differently. We don't dance according to the tune of how everyone else dances. I calmed down the situation because I needed to control the narrative, but I didn't do it for peace. Don't get it twisted. I didn't do it because, we don't set to hell. No, there was a reason I did it at that time. But that, I promise you guys, is not the end of the story. But today is not the day. It might be next month. It might be next year. It might be in 10 years. But you guys should remember, may God keep us all till then, that Blessing Njoh actually said it. That day is coming. So you guys should learn. Don't be another nuisance on social media. You can also stay clean on social media. You can stay out of dirt no matter how your name is dragged, no matter what they say about you. And something I saw on TikTok the other day, it was something like, I don't know if I can say it properly, like, if you hear anything about me, believe it. Add your own. Oh my God, I'm catching cruise. Add your own. Because guess what? Blessing Njoh is not the first one with a story fabricated on her. And probably will not be the last. So why should hers be special? Why should I lose myself because of something that has happened several times before and will not stop happening? So why should I lose who I am? That is what you should ask yourself instead of asking, so why they analyze again? It's not worth it. So I'm just going to end it here. This video is already taking, this audio is already taking so long. And yeah, if you listened to everything, which I can imagine that many of you did, because my voice is just sweet like that. I miss myself, but hey, I'm working on a project. Honestly, that's just like, and I'm not doing it alone, so it's not like my project alone. I'm doing it with my partner, so it's something I have to meet deadlines on, so I can't bend and twist around time and be doing other things when I should be focusing on real life matters. So that's really what is taking a lot of my time. But in, let's say, maybe in a week from now, I am going to have a bit more, space to do some videos. I have 2 videos that I need to still work on, which I'm going to drop hopefully next week. So I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you all for listening. I want to thank you all for, not even all, but I want to thank those of you who believe in me, who continue to believe in my truth, in my honesty, and in everything that I stand for. I want to thank you guys. So go ahead, like and follow this page. I remain Blessing Njoh, the analyst, and I will catch you all on my next one.